So I've been asked a lot on Discord how to make an animated rear view window or an animated window. Let me give you all an example real quick. Let me go on one of my cars I have it on. Where is it again? It is, no, that's the long ass loading one. Goddamn, I don't know, remember where it is. Here for example, let me give you all an example for this. The first things, okay, well, it's loading. The first things you need is you need the video you want. You need a dump of the file. You need Blender. You need Unity. Unity with the right version of Unity and with the Kino SDK. Okay, so here we got an example of animated window right here. So let me show y'all how to make it now. Let me go back to the car I wanted on here. We got the S13. So you also gotta have Kino for this. So we got the Kino menu right here. Let me go on. We go to tools, dump car, and then you got a dump model. Doesn't matter what the name is, just dump the model. Now, when you've dumped the model, make sure you have a Blender open. Let me just remove the things that you don't want in Blender currently. Oh, go to your file explorer, find your CarX directory in here. From CarX, go to Kino, mods, K and base, or where you're here. Go to the CarX dump, where you can find all the dumped files. I have some older ones over here. Let me find S13 mesh right here. It's gonna be a JLTF file. You drag that into Blender right here, and you import it. Now, when you import this, it will import the whole car. It will import the whole car. So things you gotta delete are, I will delete the interior by just clicking the delete key. There you got some shit now. Delete everything you don't want to. Let me just go through and do this currently. Okay, so when you've deleted everything that I just did, it took me a while. You should only have the S13 or you can move it out, but I'm keeping it here just for simplicity. You have a S13R, chassis root, chassis missile, or whatever car you want, and then the rear window or the part you want. The part you want. It can be any window. Just make sure you have one part like this. You gotta then when you got this, you gotta go to File, Export, FBX. Make sure it's on copy, and this is set up as the same as in the expression and Keynote in the GitHub. I don't remember what it was. Cause I think it's this how it's supposed to be. You just save it where everything you want. Let me just create new folder, call it to. Here are all my files that I created before. Just save the FBX wherever you want it. Okay, there. To terminal. Now I'm going over to Unity. Now here. Let me first show y'all something so y'all understand this. You need. Wait, let me go on Unity Hub. You need the kit, the Kino Content SDK. I will leave a link for this in the description, if any, for that so you guys can get it. But when you open it, you should come on this page right here, with nothing here and nothing like or these 5 files. You go to content, author. On the author one, it's this spot, the cube with the orange parentheses. I don't know what the name is. You got to put your name in, your Steam ID, and your Discord ID. Those you can do that yourself, or you can see how it's done here. Then when you've done that, go to object, custom objects. So this should be your directory right now, right here where it says it. You don't have all these files, you should only have this one and an example file. I would recommend making a new folder. So let me just do that real quick. Folder, call it tutorial or tut. Then let me open in this one. Hold up, it's still loading. Okay, there. Now in here, you gotta make some stuff. You go to right click, click create, go over to Keynote and create custom object pack meta. Yeah, you don't need to worry about what the name is down here, but over here, you put the name. I'll call this tutorial. No, since actually I want it to be something S13 windbreaker. That is what my file I'm gonna find it as, and then you can put it whatever you want here. I'm gonna put it as a car exterior because it's technically is a rear window. Now find where your object was saved. Let me go to that folder here. Here I have the tut.fbx. Drag that in here so you have it. When you have it here, go to materials, extract materials, and then select folder. You can make a separate folder for this. I have done in the past, but I'm not going to do it for this tutorial just to keep it simple. Now you drag this one. Don't drag it in here because this will get the placement off. Drag it in here so it's up here. So it goes where it's supposed to be. Now, right click on this one, the one up here. Go to prefab and unpack completely. That will make it so you can, yeah, it's just better at something. Now go to the rear view mirror. Make sure you go to the rear view, not click here. Go to the rear view. Oh, I zoomed a bit far in. Let me just get the camera right there. Rear view, add component, find video player, but you can search up video and find video player. Turn on loop if you want to, or you most likely want to with this. Now, okay, let me go through here. The source you can choose if you want a URL or a video. The video has to be in here also. Video clip, here's where you're going to have your clip. Let me show you all that. So you gotta find where you have your clips. I got mine right here. I'm gonna just drag it in here. Now, you see this right here. This is an error because I forgot to do something with this clip before. So let me just do that quickly. Let me just delete this one. I'll come right back. Okay. So now I have my clip over here, timeline 1. It might not be called that for you. Then on this here, in your hierarchy, not on this one, in your hierarchy, go to the window or rear underscore rear or whatever your file is called. On video, the video you have right here, you drag it into video clip. You drag it in here. That should work. That should work. Now on render mode, which is down below, you click it, the drop down, click render texture. Now, then you have to make a new texture. So right click, create render texture. You can name this texture whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it again. Change this size whatever you want. I'm gonna do 1920 by 1080, which is normal. Now on the right here, the drag the near render. It's gonna be black image for now into render texture. In right here. Now before you do it, there's the last thing you need to do, because also I most likely forgot this. I'm just gonna rename this because you don't want to be called paintable. If I remember correctly, you don't want to be called paintable. Now on this one, you select the texture that is for your window. On base material, you drag the tut onto base material right here. If I can just do this there. No, whoops. Drag base material. No, drag tut or the render onto base material. The window should go black, and that means it worked. Now, if you click the play button, just wait for it to load for me. You should see it start playing. Now, the thing is though, well, let me just play it a bit further so we can have it better. The thing is with this, it's not centered. Your image is not gonna, your video, I mean, it's not gonna be centered and it's not gonna be the right size. How you change that? Tiling is gonna be the size. You put tiling up, like 0.5, the size go up, the size shrink. So I would say I want it at like 0.3 and 0.3. Now you see it's way too high. Offset. Offsets fix that. So let me put this to maybe like point, no, I mean minus point 1 point. Okay, right now I got it placed good and my video is perfect. So I'll just stop the game viewing, I mean. Now you need to drag this tut file or your file, whatever you called your file. Let me actually rename this so I can actually use it later. Windbreaker or window, I'll call it. Now you drag this into your assets or into your here, right here where your other things are. It should become a square like this. Now, then only the next thing you need to do is on the object meta, custom object meta, you click refresh. You delete this old FreePab light here. No, don't delete it from here though. Don't delete it here. You click on it right here and click the minus. Then you should only have the file you actually want it in game, because this one is just this is just a object without the video. You click validate. When it's validated, you will get a message down here. Then you go to Kino on the top bar, Kino, custom objects tool. This will load up. Also, another thing you gotta select is a build folder, which you have to have a place anywhere. I have it in my own folder. Let me just unselect all. You should have, for you, only thing selected would be that one if you haven't made anything previously. But I've made some things before, so I just gotta unselect all and then find the one I want to get, which is this one. Then build for standard Windows 64, which is gonna build. Let me go to my files. Right here, I have it. Let me drag it in here. Resources. Now, when you have the .kno, just drag it into your resources, which is this link right here, or program files and stuff. Then you should have it in game. When you go in game, let me go back, go to objects, add object. Let me search for wind breaker. Let me just search for that. Let me refresh. You might need to refresh sometimes, but here I got it right here. So I have the file. It should work. It might take, depending on how long your video is, it's gonna take longer to load. You can see right here I have it. So just since the place is 0, but you see how when I change it to 0 right here on the y-axis, it's behind my livery. So I would recommend putting out on up 0.001, 0.001, I mean. So right there, now it's above. And there you have it. Now you have a animated rear view mirror or any other body part you want. You can also do this with hood, but I have it for my rear view mirror. No, rear window. God damn, that was hard for me to say. So that's it.